Chapter 4. Trials in the Forest. Nagini remained among the Buddha's followers, learning his teachings and practicing meditation and mindfulness. Yet every day felt like a battle. Her old instincts clawed at her, the desire to lash out in anger, to steal, to satisfy her endless hunger. One afternoon, as she sat by the riverbank in meditation, a monk passed by carrying a bowl of fresh rice and fruit. Nagini's serpent hunger awoke, and she felt the urge to steal the food. In the past, she would have acted without hesitation. But now, she remembered the Buddha's words, "Craving is like a wave. Let it rise and pass without clinging." She took a deep breath and let the hunger dissolve. The monk smiled at her in passing, unaware of the storm she had quelled within. With each small victory, Nagini's heart grew lighter, yet she knew the hardest tests still lay ahead. Chapter 5. The Sparrow and the Storm. One night, as a storm raged across the forest, Nagini sat in meditation beneath a tree. The wind howled, and the rain poured in torrents, flooding the riverbanks. As she listened to the storm, she saw a small sparrow struggling in the rising water, its wings soaked and heavy. Her serpent mind whispered, "Let it drown. It is the way of nature, survival of the strong." But her heart resisted. She remembered the Buddha's teaching. Compassion is seeing oneself in all beings. In the sparrow's struggle, Nagini saw her own journey, the struggle against fear, suffering, and instinct. Ignoring her serpent nature, Nagini reached into the cold water and lifted the sparrow to safety. She placed it beneath a sheltered tree, where it could dry its wings. As she did so, she felt a warmth spread through her heart, a feeling she had never known before. In saving the sparrow, Nagini had chosen compassion over instinct. And with that choice, something within her began to change. Chapter 6. Awakening. Over time, Nagini's old desires grew quieter, like ripples fading on the surface of a pond. She continued to practice mindfulness and compassion, each day bringing her closer to freedom. One morning, as the first light of dawn touched the forest, Nagini sat in stillness beneath the Bodhi tree. A profound peace filled her, and for the first time, she saw the truth. The serpent, the woman, the sparrow. These were all illusions, fleeting forms in the river of existence. Beneath these forms was something deeper, a pure awareness untouched by craving or fear. In that moment, Nagini's form began to dissolve. Her scales vanished, her serpent tail faded, and her body became as light as air. She had shed not just her skin, but the illusions that bound her to suffering. Nagini had awakened. She had found freedom from the cycle of samsara. Chapter 7. Nagini's Legacy. Though Nagini's body was gone, her spirit lingered like a soft breeze, bringing peace to all who dwelled in the forest. The monks who had witnessed her transformation bowed in reverence, for they knew they had seen a rare and wondrous thing. A being born in the realm of serpents had walked the path of enlightenment and found liberation. The Buddha smiled, knowing that Nagini's journey was a lesson for all beings, that no one is beyond redemption, and that even the darkest instincts can be transformed through compassion and wisdom. Chapter 8. The story lives on the tale of Nagini spread across the land, told by monks and storytellers for generations. Her story became a lesson in patience, kindness, and inner transformation. It taught that the path to freedom lies not in changing what we are, but in changing how we see the world. For, as the Buddha said, within every heart lies the seed of enlightenment. It is not form that binds us, but illusion, and it is compassion that sets us free. The end This tale reflects the core of Buddhist teachings, that liberation is possible for all beings, no matter their form or nature. It teaches that even those trapped by desire and fear can find freedom through awareness, discipline, and compassion. And so, the story of Nagini lives on, a reminder that every step taken with kindness brings us closer to awakening.